So the trick for that is three things. First, initiative delay skills such as slam or any initiative delay memories is important. Second is interruption skills or attack cancellation skills such as intercepting rounds, saving grace, or dance of binding. Now, saving grace is the most superior in terms of attack cancellation for this particular boss, but intercepting round would also work. Now, dance of binding is not as good because dance of binding only has a range of 7, so sometimes it doesn't intercept enemy attacks, but it's still not too bad. So it is something I'm thinking about to use. So that is the two things. And the third thing is having armor as well. Armor is going to help a lot. You don't need to have a lot of armor. So like something like Vow is okay. You can put Epicenter if you want to increase your unit's armor. So for example, Epicenter will be really, really useful as well, but it's not necessary for the moment, and we don't have enough VTI for it as well. We might start putting Epicenter in our characters like Chris and also Cindy. Now, initiative delay memories are very, very important. Okay, very important. So anything that delays the enemy a lot of initiative units, and skills that delay enemies by a certain amount of initiative units is really useful against a child in the first and the second phase. Now, when you go to the third and the final phase, it's not going to be useful. But in the third and the final phase, what you can use is Menacing Stance. Menacing Stance is the one that deals a ton of damage, and that's what you need as well. I really don't have anything to put on Menacing Stance to increase its damage, but yeah, the maximum, you need to do damage as quickly as you can in the third and the final phase, because the child becomes more and more powerful and his attacks becomes more and more devastating. Okay, initiative delay memories, etc. So you don't need armor reduction, you just need damage, initiative delay, and attack cancellation skills. So if I were to confront the boss now,
must break the tie that binds the child to suffering.
Always Bella. So Bella always goes first. Now, the position of your daughters are important. Whoever you put the first will be the furthest away from the boss. So Bella will be the furthest away because Bella has the ability to use sidestep, lightning strike, so she can move up a lot. And also she has 130 AP. Clemence. I could use Ada if, because Ada has attack cancellation ability. Cindy. I'm debating whether to bring Ada, Helena, or Peace. All of them are really useful. Helena has the initiative delay skill, and Peace has also initiative delay skill. Helena will be a better choice because she has saving grace, which in this particular battle is better than Dance of Binding. But having used the Scythe Dancer, and the Scythe Dancer is actually not a bad choice for this particular boss. Dance of Binding also works against movement skills. Okay, before I go to the child, there is something I want to talk about, which is target immobilizing memories. So Joe has this memory which immobilizes target for 35 initiative units. Now, there's also another memory that's similar, which reduces target movement by X amount for 50 initiative or 100 initiative units. Now, there's a big difference between these two. This immobilizes target for 35 initiative units, completely immobilizes target, so they can't move. This one reduces target movement by 50%, only reduces their movement by 50%. However, if you hit targets multiple times with one attack that reduces target movement by 50%, it stacks. So what happens is, let's say a target can move 8 tiles, but if you hit them with an attack which has the memory reduce target movement by 50%, if you hit them once, they reduce to 4 tiles of movement. If you hit them twice, they reduce to 2 tiles of movement. And if you hit them 3 times, they reduce to 1 tile of movement. So it's 50% each time. So it stacks. It is possible to stack in so much that you can pretty much immobilize your target, or they can only move a little bit. So what it does is it increases the amount of AP that you use per movement. So normally if it costs 10 AP, if you reduce the target movement by 50%, it costs 20 AP. If you hit them again with a skill with this memory, it costs 40 AP, 80 AP, etc. It just stacks. It gets to a point where your target only able to move one tile, or less than that. It's pretty much similar to immobilizing target completely, but they still will be able to move a little bit. So that's the difference. I prefer to just immobilize the target completely rather than stacking this effect. But it is something interesting to note. Now, the child has the ability to teleport, so the fourth boss has the ability to teleport, much like the third boss, but he predominantly uses his teleporting skill when he moves. So immobilizing target or target immobilizing memories are not useful against this boss. It will also not be useful against the final boss, which is the fifth boss. It is also not that useful against the maid. So bosses now can teleport. So Clemence is for sure. I just can't make up my mind whether I bring Helena or Peace. I think I should bring Helena because Helena's level is a bit low, but it's okay. I mean, yeah, I'll bring Helena because her level is a bit low. Let me see if I can buff her up a little bit. Helena will be just there to Helena is just there to use interruption skills. I don't know, there's not really anything that I can put on. Is there anything I can use? Critical chance? But I'll be using a ton of memories. Yeah, let's just increase by critical chance. I don't have much Vitae, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll get 800 Vitae after we defeat this boss, but I feel like I have to use Helena because her level is a bit low, so she needs some leveling up. Yeah, I'll think about the Scythe Dancer later. You don't need the Scythe Dancer to beat the game.
Only his suffering.
I've beaten the game a couple of times without the Scythe Dancer, so...
You thought you could hurt me?
The child's only lesson in love left him bereft in this cave.
This map has an interesting music as well, but this cave is so creepy. It has giant heads everywhere. Yeah, it's a very, very creepy looking cave. Now, the child is a very dangerous and formidable boss. He only has 40% resistance to initiative delay. He has Shriek, which does 1200 damage to a single target in range. But much like the third boss, he gains more skills after each transfiguration, which is severe pain. Change phase after losing more than 25% of each HP, resets initiative to 0, and teleports at least 8 tiles away. It happens around 37,000 HP, not 40,000 HP. Yeah, it's 37 or something. I can't remember exactly what it is. After 40 initiative units, deal up to 1050 damage to all daughters in the area. This is an AoE attack. Misery is a really annoying attack because it deals up to 500 damage to the furthest daughter in range and slows her by 50% for 50 initiative units. So it slows you down. But the child have very limited movement range. This is compensated by his ability to teleport. Let's just move towards him. Do not get into the child's melee range, otherwise he will use the skill called Shriek. However, all his attacks can be cancelled with attack cancellation skills. And trust me, we'll be using a lot of that. We will put Bella at the end, because we will let the child use his attack on Bella, which is the furthest order away. He will be able to slow down Bella, but that's fine, because Bella has sidestep. If he can't reach any daughter, he will be using Misery. I obviously have the armor buff on sidestep. We avoid getting into his AoE range. Oh, I forgot. Cindy is the one with shield charge. Now we use detonating shot to delay him. And start dealing damage. Ray of Agony. Now we can constantly push him back. He has very little resistance to initiative delay, and initiative delay destroys the child in the first and the second phase. Not later on, it does not work, because he will have a very high resistance to initiative delay. Just watch out his health. It's around I think it's around yeah, it's around 30,000 HP, 37,000 HP, I think. Look. Yeah, interception rounds. I will need it. I'm just worried he might change phase, so yeah, I don't want that to happen. He will change phase and resets his initiative to 0. Let's use Saving Grace. Yep, he changes phase. Yeah, interception shot. Nice. Then it's around 25,000 HP, I think. Now he's trying to do AoE attacks. But that's okay, because again, he only has 64% resistance to initiative delay. Now he increases his resistance to initiative delay. Now he has stronger skills: Dreadful Shriek, Misery, Ray of Agony, and Torrent of Agony, and Mad Pain. That happens around 25,000 HP. Yeah, he still has an annoying Misery attack. Torrent of Agony. Yeah, I don't want to stay in his AoE range unless I absolutely have to. Yeah, it's okay. I think Helena can stay in there because I can constantly initiative delay him. So this, you probably notice how the AoE changes. This tracks one daughter. I don't know exactly how it works, but I think it tracks one daughter for some reason. If I move to here, I mean, he will teleport 8 tiles away, right? Every time he changes face and teleports at least 8 tiles away. So yeah, I'm gonna use Saving Grace again. How much can Cindy delay him? 20. It's probably not a big issue because Saving Grace. Yeah, just spam the interruption skill. Every time he's about to change phase, spam those interruption skills. You know what? Nah. Let's do as much damage as possible. Alright, okay. That's not what I anticipated, but man, that's a lot of damage. I'm thinking whether I should do as much damage as possible. Now he has 83% resistance to initiative delay. he also have insane pain, which will change space at 75% of his HP. It's around 13 to 14,000. Rain of Agony does a ton of damage. And also he has Dreadful Misery as well. So it's his Misery attack becomes an AoE attack. Yeah. I'm just wondering whether I should do as much damage to him as I can. Saving Grace. That's why I really like Saving Grace, because Saving Grace, it doesn't matter the position of the enemy, it only matters the position of the ally. Okay, we need to get out of this AoE. Bella, you should be able to do this, right? Yeah. I'm just thinking, there's so many things going on in my head, like so much calculation. Yeah, let's just spam interruption skills. I mean, I want to beat this boss, not fiddle around. That's gonna hurt. I should have used another interception shot. Yeah, I should have used another interception. I should have used Saving Grace again. Frost of Agony. He has now 100% resistance to initiative delay, so I need to be careful here. Yeah, Saving Grace is a must. An armor buff. I hope this doesn't do too much damage. 569, okay, that's okay. I didn't play this properly. Alright, he dies. Alright, Bella, she should be able to do this. We probably don't even need Bella. Yeah, he now has 100% resistance to initiative delay, so he can't be delayed anymore. He also has instant hurt, which deals up to 105 damage to all doors in an area. So that's like the AoE attack he has in the first phase. He's ridiculously powerful. He also has what did he use? Dreadful Shriek. I don't know how that hit everybody. Like, that literally hit everyone, so... Yeah, no one's in the AoE, right? Yeah, nobody's in the AoE. Yeah, no one's in the AoE. Okay, that was a costly victory, but we won. Alright, GG. Oh, that was a... Yeah, that was a costly victory. I'm sorry, Clemence, again. We got you killed. I think that's the second time Clemence died? Yeah, that's the second time. Clemence, no.
I cherish the strength she summons with each step.
Is this me? No. No. Angry, yes, but this is too much. Too much hurting. Gone, is it? Who are you?
No one, but what I could be. A mother?
Don't hurt me. Don't.
Never, my heart.
End this spectacle. You don't belong among souls. Recall who you are, memory. Join our kin. Serve me as I break the veil and claim reality as my own. Or you will understand what suffering is.
You have no place here. This child has chosen peace.
I no longer need anyone. Your daughter's war has fueled the suffering I need to enter reality.
No. No.
I must thank you for this broken creature memory. With her, I build my new home. My paradise. Come. Come, brother. I am waiting.
The child has been vanquished. Yeah, we have to re-gear Clemence.
We cannot dwell on her tragedy.
Only
We
one
must
mission.
fight despair.
The operating table. I don't really want to do this mission if I don't have to. Yeah, let's go to cemetery and revive
Remember
Clemence.
their courage.
Bella still has more than 50% HP. We'll think about her later. Spirit haste. Let's put the easy things on first. Yeah, treasure always. Detonating shot. That will be initiative delay. Or 25 units. That's nice. Yeah, let's put that on. That's expensive, but do we have anything that increases damage? I could increase critical chance. How much critical chance she has? 26%. If I use... Well, I can use armor reduction or initiative delay. Critical chance. Increase the damage of a skill by 25%. That's also pretty good. She doesn't do a lot of damage. 400 damage, 25% is only 80. Let's put the critical chance on. Maybe it's gonna help. I don't know. Yeah. Let's go through the Codex as well to have a look at the child or anyone that we haven't seen. A child. Everyone wears a mask to hide their true nature. Adopted and then locked up by the deacon. The chosen one has lived in the shadow of mankind and daylight, dying from the plague but made immortal by suffering. The child was caught in an infernal spiral of continuous pain, strengthening his host and gaining immeasurable powers. An ideal specimen for the surgeon and his doctor. The child's body undergoes 1,000 tortures, exploring the furthest reach of immeasurable pain. When hope comes in the form of a young servant, the child finally perceived the human warmth that he had missed so much. An innocent love was born towards this sister who he refused to let near him, fearing she would be contaminated. How many times did the child have to clench his fist, his forehead pressed against the clay wall of his prison, to forget the screams of his beloved, assaulted by this false, perverse priest. And yet, despite the dangers, the young servant visited the child tirelessly every night. She descended the stairs leading to the cellar with only a simple candle for light in order to sing a lullaby to calm this trapped and sick infant. She promised him that one day they would be free, that there was still hope to cling on. This makeshift idol was shattered when the deacon discovered the schemes of his servant, seized with black anger and pernicious jealousy, he locked the maid in the cellar, condemning her to death. Agonizing and feverish, the young woman died in the arms of the broken child. The last dicks of his soul gave away, and the child drowned in a flood of hatred, fully blinded himself to the suffering others. He swore the world would be his as he fell into obscurity. The mother. So that's an interesting story about the child. We can discuss about that later. Maggot. The maggot is stronger version of the larvae. Its attack deals more damage, but it acts in a similar way. How big you have become, my treasure. Drink, sip, suck the lives I offer into your mandibles. Do not let your prey escape. Bring them to the feast of my dark companion, the child. Man, that looks so horrifying. Infested. The infested is a stronger evolution of infected and can escape by swapping position with one of its allied monsters. Spread the chant my name, for I am voice of anger. I shape hatred. I sculpt pain, and from my art comes infection. Grow, my magnificent tumor, gangrenes this world and gives it the face it deserves. The child. Grief Master. The Grief Master carries a swift black blade, which deals significant damage. Especially when using her delayed attack, she can interrupt incoming melee attacks as well. She will focus the closest daughter while prioritizing any blade master. Why did you leave us, mother? Can't you hear our tears? The Hate Dancer. The Hate Dancer will use its scythe to steal armor and attack its enemies multiple times. She will focus the closest daughter while prioritizing any scythe dancer. Everything is your fault, and it is too late. The Hate Dancer is obviously a corrupted scythe dancer coming from the corrupted maid. The child. The child launches direct and delayed attacks across the map. If there are no daughters in range, he will move towards the closest and try to attack, then launch a delayed action and end his turn. Keeping daughters out of range of direct attacks and outside area of effect is the key to success. No, interception skills and attack cancellation skills is the key to success. I just didn't use enough. Locked in a dark corner of a flooded cellar, along in endless night, the child grew up in a house of pain and torture until he became the chosen one of the suffering other. Capable of shaping and giving life to his own traumas, the Prince of Darkness has but one goal: to give this cruel world what it deserves in return. With a shrill cry, he breaks the veil and tears reality, allowing his dark companions to be born into the world of the living. The Dark Corner is created, a place frozen in space and time between two worlds, where souls and flesh coexist to feed the nucleus of suffering, the mother. So the child, because of what he's gone through, he became so angry when the maid died. The maid tried to help him, and that's when you were fighting the child, there was a song in the background. It says, I can hear you singing to ease my suffering. Obviously, it's a maid singing to the child. And because the child is so angry, the only person in the world that helped him died in his arms. He became so powerful, he destroyed everything and recreated all the monsters that we are fighting now. Anyway, we will finish here. Thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate the view, and I'll see you guys next time. We still managed to lose a daughter. We shouldn't have lost one daughter, but it happens. Anyway, let's hope next time we can succeed. Bye.